Hello everyone. So today we are going to see finder methods in Spring Data JPA. So these are the abstract method declaration done in our repository by following the certain naming convention. Using this we can perform only the select operation. So what is the syntax for writing this? So first of all here we have to give the return type, then find by, then property name and conditions, and here we have to pass the parameter. So let's see the example. So here I am using STS. So let's create here, go to the files, go to the new, and here we will create Spring Starter project. Then next here we will give the name as Spring Boot Data JPA Finder method. So click on next, and here we have to choose the what dependencies, Lombok, and here we are using the MySQL database, so we have to add the MySQL driver. Then next thing we have to add is Spring Data JPA. So these are the three dependencies we have to add, that is Lombok and Spring Data JPA and MySQL driver. Then click on next, then after that click on finish. So it will take some time to create our project. So here you can see our project is created. Then go to the src main job. So first of all what we'll do, we will go to the application.properties. So here we have to write some properties. So data source properties. First one is spring dot data source dot url equals to jdbc colon mysql colon / localhost colon 3306 / new. New is our schema name. I have already created here one schema with the name new. So if you want to create, you can create here by clicking on this. You can create a schema, and that schema name you have to give here. So I have created with the name new, that's why I given here. Next thing we have to provide is spring dot data source dot username. Here we have to give the username. So at the time of downloading MySQL, whatever username you have given, that we have to give. Now next thing is we have to give the password. So Control Alt down, and at the place of username what we can do is password, right? And password is also root. So next thing what you have to do is some JPA related. So spring dot JPA dot hibernate dot ddl auto equals to, here we will give our as update. Update means if the already table is available, then it will not create. Otherwise, if the table is not available, then it will create. So next thing, spring dot jpa dot show SQL. Here we will give true. So it will show us the what are the query in the console. So next, this is done. Now what we have to do is go to the this base package, right click on this. Here we will create this packages. So new, go to the package. So com.app.model. What happened here? Yeah. com.app.model. This is the first package we will create. Next package we will create as repository. So com.app.repository. Then next thing is right click on this, go to the new, go to the package, and here we will create com.app. For testing we will create com.app.runner, right? So first of all model, then go to the new, here we will create one class called employee, then click on finish. So employee class is created. Now here we will give some variables, private integer emp id, then private string emp name, then private string emp department, then private string private double emp salary, right? Now this emp id this table we have to map with the this class we have to map with the table, so that's why we have to give here entity annotation. Entity, press Ctrl Shift O for importing this, and import this javax.persistence.entity. So here entity public, right? Now this emp id I want to take as a primary key, so @id annotation id javax.persistence.id. Then if we want to automatically generate the value of this emp id, we have to take here a strategy equals to identity. In the case of Oracle database, we will take here as sequence, but here we are using MySQL, so give here as identity. So it will automatically create this employee ID. So now here, if we want the table name as emp tab, then we can use this annotation called table, and we can give here name as emp tab. So table will be created with the name called tab. And if you want to create get translator, we can use the data @data annotation of Lombok. Then no args constructor if you want, then all args constructor also we can give here. So let's save this. Now next thing, so if you want to change also the column name, we can use the @column annotation, and we can give the name eid. So the name will be eid column, so the column name will be ename. Now same here, I want to take here a column name as department DPT, and also here I want to take here as name salary. So the table with the emp tab name will be created, which having the 4 columns with the name eid, ename, department and salary, right? So this is done. Now next thing, we have to create one repository. Right click on this, go to the new. Here we will create interface, and we'll give here a name as employee repository. So interface is created. Now here we have to extend it from extends JPA repository, and here we have to give the class name this employee. Copy this and go here, paste here, and at the place of id we have to give the data type, that is this integer of the primary key. So at the place of id we have to give this integer. For importing employee, press Ctrl Shift O. Now the error is gone, so repository is also done. Now first thing, before we will write this finder method, we will insert some data into the table. So for that, in the runner package, go to the new, go to the class, and here we will create one class called test runner, and we will implement it from command line runner, command line runner @component. Here we have to give the @component, and we have to override the method here, add an implemented method. So by using the repository, what we'll do here is we'll first of all we'll add the records into the table. So private employee repository repo, press Ctrl Shift O for importing this, and here we have to give the @auto-add, right? Now next thing is we have to save some data into the table. So in the employee, the id will be automatically generated, so we need not to give the id. So here we will create one constructor, Alt Shift S, and here we can see generate the constructor using fields. So I will uncheck this employee id and click on generate. So the constructor with this employee name, department and salary will be created. So let's save this, and now go to the test runner. So here we will save the data. So repo.save, here we have to pass the new employee, we will pass this. So employee name we will take as Sam, then department Dave, and salary we will take as 5,000. Now Control Shift for importing this employee. So same Control Alt down, 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 down. So next thing, we'll take QA department and here BA. So that's 6,000, 7,000, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6. Control Alt down, and here we'll take as 7, right? Now we'll take here Sam, Brock, John, Smith, Angela, Ram, Raja, Karan, Kunal, Parth, and next thing we can give is Ajay, and here we can give Nikki. So Dev, QA, BA, Dev, QA, BA, Dev, QA, BA. Let's save this. Now here we'll take as 16, here 15,000, here 17,000, here 16,000. So let's now execute this. So if we go to the here, go to the main class and press Ctrl F11 for running this. So Ctrl F11, run as Spring Boot application. So it will take some time. So what happened here, we got some error. Let us see. Error creating with the name entity manager defined in the class path. What happened? Invocation of init method. Nested exception in org.service extension unable to request the service. So here we got some error. Let me see. So in the properties file, in the application.properties, I have given here a double equals. So I have to delete this. Now let's save this. Now go to this main class. Now again Control F11 for running this application. Now let us see whether this will be executed or not. So yeah, create a table. The table will be created here. You can see that, and insert operation is you can see that how many records are inserted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. I think 12 records are inserted. Now let us go to the MySQL workbench. Here first of all there is no table. If I refresh on this, you can see that EMP tab is created. Now click on this table icon, and here you will find that 12 records are inserted and the table is created. Now here we can see employee ID, department, Sam, and salary, right? We can also see here by in the, if you go to the employee repository, now here in the test runner, so the records are inserted. Now what we'll do here, I want to print the all the records. So repo.find all is the method, and for printing it we will use for each and system.out : println. Now let's save this, and if you go to this main and press Ctrl F11 for running this application, now here we will find that all the records will be printed here. So here you can see all the 12 records are coming here. Now let us see this finder methods, how can we use. So what is the syntax we have to give? This return type you have to give, then find by. Find by is a fix, and whatever the property name and condition that we have to give, and we have to pass the parameters. So at this condition we have some in the this here you can see that there are some keywords. So for and we can use this and, for or we can use this or, after, then containing, then between, then for exist we can use exist, then here you can see that like, for like we can use like or is like, and also not like, then here you can see starting with or is starting with, starts with. So these are the keywords we can use in the place of this logic word keyword. So I will give the link of this website in the description. From there you can give these keywords. So first of all, so I already created some here finder methods. So first of all we will see this. So let me copy this, and if you go to the here, so in the go to this employee repository. Now here we will use one of the finder method, that is for importing list control shift O and importing java.util.list. Now find by is common in all the finder methods. Then next we have to give the property name, and make sure that property name, this property name should be from the class whatever we have created, that is mapped with the table, that properties we have to give. So here you can see emp name. So for that we use here emp name. Now here this query is for what? Find by emp name. So find by is common. So if you want to select the records from the given table by using specific name, so let's suppose I want this. In the SQL you might have seen this query. So select star from employee tab where ename equals to this name. So we don't need to write this much query, so we can only write this method. Here we have to give the find by and the property name by using which we want to find, and that name we have to pass. So what will happen? The dialect will create the query like this. Internally it will create the query like this. We need not to do that. Dialect will create this query and we will get the result. So if you want to if we pass the name as Sam, then it will execute this query and we will get the Sam record. So if you want at the place in the employee, this table is there. So if you want to, on the basis of department, what you can do is at the place of employee emp name, what you can do, you can give the emp dbt and you can pass the department, and according to that department we will get the records. So now let us see, this is the thing. Now let us test this. So in the go to the test runner, now what we will do for executing this method, repo dot, what is the name? Find by emp name. So I want the name, the record of the employee which is having the name Sam, and for printing this, for each system dot out : print ln. Now let us save this. Now if I want to execute, then press Ctrl F11. So let us see what will be the output. We should get the records. So here we can see employee name Sam, and we are getting the records of the Sam. So what is his employee ID? Here is employee name, employee department dev, and salary is 5,000. So according to the name we are getting the this. Here you can see first dev Sam. Now next thing, similarly go to the employee repository. So here I want the employee in a specific department. So let me copy this, copy, paste here. So what thing I want to do here, I want this emp dpt, copy this, go here and add this emp name. I will give this emp department. Here I will give emp department and string dpt. Now the dialect will create the query, select star from emp tab where here it will give whatever the column name what we have given, department. So dpt equals to this name. Here we will give name. So this name will be go here and this query will be internally created and executed and we will get the result. Now let's test this. So if we go here and find by, at the place of find by department, and if you want dev, whoever the employees which are working in development department, so let's execute, we should get that. So press Ctrl F11, this will be executed. Now let us see. So here we can see there are 4 employees in the dev department, and here you can see the record is coming. So Sam, Smith, Rajan, Parth. Similarly, if you want BA, let's save this, press Ctrl F11, then we should get the employees that are present in the department BA. Here you can see 3, 6, 9, 12, John, Ram, Kunal and Nikki. So this is a way we can write the finder methods. So next thing, let's see the next. Now this is a next finder method. So go here. Now if you want to find the employee that's starting with the specific character, so if you want to find the employee name starting with the specific characters, so this is a find by is common, and this is a property name, and this is a condition. And where you can get this condition, so I will give the link of this site in the description. You will find that here these keywords, that means the condition. Now I want this starting with, I am using this starting with, so here I am using this starting with. That means internally dialect will create select star from AMP tab where ename like this character. So we have to pass the character. So it will give the, if we pass the character, let's say suppose yes, then it will give the employee name that is starting with yes. So here you can see this find by is common in the all the finder method, then this property name, and this the condition. So find by employee name starting with, and we have to pass the characters. So now let's test this method. So I will comment now this. So let's go to the down repo dot find by emp name starting with the character. Now I will pass here. If you go to our database, let me see, there are many ones with the S and K. So let us suppose I want the employee with the name starting with S, then for each and system dot out colon println. So it will give the employee name that are starting with the S. So let's save this, Ctrl F11. It should give us the employee name that's starting with S. Yes, we can see that Sam and Smith is coming. Now if I want to see the employee name that are starting with the K. Now let's save this, press Ctrl F11 for running. So it should give us the employee that are that's name starting with the K. Here you can see Karan and Kunal is coming. Now I want only this KA. That means the first 2 letters should be KA. Now let's execute this. Let us see what will be the result. So here we can see only the Karan is coming. So if I want here only SA starting with the SA, let's press Ctrl F11. Here you can see only Sam is coming. So this is a way, if you want to find the employee with the starting with the specific character, that's you can do by using this. So let us see the next. So this is for ending with. So let me copy this, go to the repository. Now here we will check for the ending with. Now this is the same as we have seen with the starting with. So find by employee name. So find by is common, then emp name is a property name, and ending with this is a condition. So what will the dialect will do? So select star from emp tab where ename like these characters. So for starting, this percentage is at the end, and in the for ending, this percentage will be come as the first. So let us save this. Now go to the, for running this, go to the test runner. So let me copy this, Ctrl Alt down, and we can comment this. Now at this place we have to use this ending with. So let me copy this method name, go to the test runner, and at this place what we can do here, let's save this. Now let us go to our database, and here we can see If I want to see the names that are ending with the A, so go here, and if I want the name that are ending with the A, so in the database you can see that what are the names. Sam, Brock, Angela is ending with the A, and Raja is ending with the A. So we should get these two records. So let's save this and press Ctrl F11. We should get the two employee records, that is Angela and Raja. Here you can see Angela and Raja is ending with the A. So if I want only the name ending with LA, you can also give that. So if I go here and I press here LA, and now let's execute this, Ctrl F11, and let us see here what we will get. So here we can see only Angela is coming, because here we have given the LA, that means only the employee name that is ending with LA that we will get, and there is only one employee that name is ending with LA. So this is done. So this is the way we can do by starting with, ending with. So let us see the next method. Now this is for containing the characters, that means the character should be there in the name. So go to the here in the employee repository. Here employee name containing, that means if we give the character as A, then whatever the names of employee which are containing the character A at whatever position, that employee name we will get. So for that, what we have to do, find by is common, that property name emp name, and this we have to use as containing. So let us save this and go to the this test runner. So let me copy this, Control Alt down, and let me comment this. Now what we will do here is we will test this. So let me copy this method name, go to the test runner, and at this place what we can do this, and if I want the names that is containing A, now let us execute by using Ctrl F11. So it should give the all the names that are containing A. So there are how many employees? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 employees containing the character A. So here we can see Sam, here A is there, Angela, A is there, Ram, in the Ram A is also there, Raja also A is there, Karan, Kunal, Parth, Ajay. Now if I want to see here the name which containing only J, so let us save this, press Ctrl F11. We should get the employee name that is containing the character called J. So there are only three names that is containing J: John, Raja, Ajay. So this is a way we can see the employee name that is containing the specific character. So now let us see this. So let me copy this and go here, paste here. Now here we are giving starting with, ending with, and name containing. So these three we can use by this. So how? Let us see this, find by, property name, and here we have to use like, and at this place we have to pass the wild character. That means if you want to find the employee name that is starting with A, then what we have to pass here? A percentile. And if you want to employee name that is ending with A, then we have to pass A percentile A. And at the last, if you want to find the name that are containing A, then percentile A and percentile. So this is the three we can achieve by using this method, by using this here like, and here we have to give the wild character. But in the before phase, if you are using starting with, then you can give only the character name, but if you are using here like, then you have to give this wild character. But the use of this, we can use here all the three, that is ending with, containing the character, or starting with. So now let us test this. So let's save this. Now let me copy the method name, go here, Control Alt down. First of all, I will comment this, and here now I want to find the name that are start with J. So I will find J, and wildcard character, that is here percentile. So it should give us the employee name that is starting with J. So let us execute this, control F11, and here you can see John is coming. Now if I want to find the name that are containing J, then we can give percentile. Let us press control F11. It should give us the name that is containing J. So if I go here, here you can see John, Raja and Ajay is coming. Now I want the names that are ending with A. So percentile A. Let's save this, go to the control F11. It should give us the name that are ending with the A. Here you can see Angela and Raja are the two names that are ending with the A. So if I want to see the names that are ending with the LA, press Ctrl F11. You will get the names that are ending with the LA. Here you can see only Angela is coming. So by using this we can achieve this all the things, that is starting with, ending with and containing. But here along with the characters we should pass this percentile symbol. If you want to find the name that is starting with, then at the end of the character we have to pass the percentile. If we want to find that are starting with the specific character, then percentile we have to give at the starting. And if you want to find the employee name that is ending with specific characters, then we have to give the percentile at the starting. And if you want to find the name that's containing the specific characters, then we can give that with these two percentile symbols, and within that we can give the character. So let us see the next. Now let me copy this, go to the employee repository, paste here. Now here let us see what is there. So here find by is common, then property employee ID greater than and employee salary less than. So what will be the query? Employee ID. So select star from EMP tab, where clause employee ID greater than. So we have to pass here a parameter. So this parameter will go here. So employee ID greater than something and employee salary should smaller than something. Then salary also we have to go send here. So this salary will go here and employee ID will go here. Suppose I give the employee ID, I want the employee ID greater than 5 and the employee salary should greater than 6,000. So we will only get the employee which is having employee ID 5 and the employee which is having employee ID greater than 5 and also having the salary greater than 6,000. Only that employee we will get. So here the find by is same for all the method. Then here we have to give the property, then this keyword greater than and is also keyword, and employee salary is a property name and less than is the keyword. So and here we have to give the parameter 2, that is for the employee ID greater than we have to pass the starting, and for the employee salary, as the employee salary we taken as double, so we have to pass the salary. So now let's test this. We can go here, so Control Alt down, and here we'll comment this. Now let me copy the method name. So let me copy this and go to the test runner and at the place here you can see. So what we'll do, I will give here a 5 and I want the salary should be greater than 6,000, right? So if I go to the database and in the greater than 5, you can see that all the employee except this path have the salary greater than 6,000. So let me save this and execute this, Control F11. So here what happened, only the path is coming, Oh yeah, here we taken as less than, so only path should get, because here we use the less than. If we go to the database, from above id 5 there is only employee called Parth whose name is Parth, which is having the salary less than 6,000. Other all you can see that which are having the salary greater than 6,000. So similarly, what we can do, if I copy this, let me copy this, control alt down. If I want the employee salary greater than, what we can do, in the place of less than we can use the greater than. Now what will be the query? Employee ID greater than this and also the employee salary greater than this. Now let me save this and go to the test runner, and if I comment this and control alt down, now what we'll get, we'll get the employee that is having the employee ID greater than 5 and also have the salary that is greater than 6,000. For this, here we have to give the greater greater than. Now let's press Ctrl F11. So here we can see there are 5 employees which are having the salary greater than 6,000. So 12, 11 is there, 12 is there, 11 is there, 9 and 8. So here greater than means it is not seeing for the equal. Here you can see current salary is equal to 6,000, but here what we have given, that is greater than, that means strictly greater than 6,000. So for that reason the employee salary current have 6,000, it will not come, because we have given the greater than, that means be strictly greater than 6,000. So this is a less than and greater than we have seen here. Now let us see the next one. So this is a, let me copy this and go to the employee repository, paste here. Now here what is this? Here you can give the iterable as well as list also you can give. So let us see what will the our next finder method. So this find by is common, this property employee name. Now here we are having starting with, that means employee name starting with the specific character, and here we are using or employee salary between. Now here we have to give the two values. So what will be the dialect? So dialect will create which query? Select star from table name, that is the emp tab, where the condition. So what will be the first condition? Employee name like. So employee name like, that is starting with, that means whatever the character we pass, that is will come here. Let's suppose I want to start find the employee that is starting with the A, it will go like this, A percentile. Or why or is coming? Because we have given here or. So employee will starting with the name this, or employee salary between the this two salary. Now we have to give the starting salary and ending salary. So we will get the employee that is either start with the whatever character we are given, otherwise that is having the salary in between the range. So what will be the parameter? First one is for the character. Now next two for the between. So we are using here emp salary between. So for that reason we have to pass the starting salary and ending salary. So between, here we have to use between. So let us save this. Now let's test this. So go to the test runner. So what we'll do, Control Alt. Let me copy this method name and go here. So let us comment this, Control Alt down. Now find by name starting with the character. Now if I give here what you can give, I want yes, and the salary should be between the 5,000 to 6,000. So what will happen, we'll get the employee that's name is starting with the yes, or the salary in between the 5,000 to 6,000. So the combination of this will get the record, that is the name starting with the yes or the salary is between this. So let us see whether there is any record with this condition. Control F11. So here we can see Sam. So Sam is the only name that is starting with yes, so that's for reason we are getting this. And now other you can see Smith is also starting with yes, and Brock is not starting with the yes, but its salary is between 5,000 to 6,000. So for that reason we are getting this Brock. Also Karan have a salary is 6,000, then Parth is also having the salary as 6,000. So for that reason we are getting this. So if I want here we can see I will give here a 6. Here you can see 6,000 to I want 16,000. So let's save this, press Ctrl F11. So here you can see these are the record which is having the salary in between the 6,000 to 16,000, and also the name is starting with the yes. So if I give here a, let's save this and press Ctrl F11. That means the name start with a and which are having the salary in between 6,000 to 7,000. We can also use here and. If I go here and here I will give Ctrl Alt down, here at the place of or, what will do, I will give here and, at the place of or I will give here a and d. Let's save this. This is save. Now go to the test runner and Ctrl Alt down, and at the place of or we have to give and. Now what will happen, here the name should start with a and salary should be between the 600 to 16,000, 6,000 to 16,000. And here we have which condition, and condition. That means these two conditions should be satisfied, then and only we will get the result. So let's save this, Ctrl F11 for executing. Now we should get the result. So here we can see only the two members which is starting with the name A and having the salary in between the 6,000 to 16,000. So for that we are getting this to only the two records, right? Earlier we are using the or, so it will take the other, it is starting with the A, otherwise it will check for the members that are having the salary in between the 6,000 to 16,000. But here the both the conditions should satisfy, then and only we will get the record. So this is it. Now next we will go for this. So copy this and go here, paste here. So let us understand what will be the query for this. Now what is there, find by is common, emp dpt in or employee name like and employee salary between. So what will be the query? So let me write the query. Select star from the table name is emp tab, where what here, department in some values, question mark question mark question mark we have to pass, where department in or employee name like, where ename like something, and salary between. So emp salary between question mark and question mark. So this is a very long query. Find by is common, emp department in. That means we have to pass here a list. In means we have to pass the list. So department, if I give the QA and BA, so that department will go at this place. So this is the first. Then we are using OR, so OR will come here. Then emp name like. Here we are using like. That means we have to pass the wildcard character. That means other. If I want to start with the A, employee name start with A, we have to pass A percentile. If we want to ending with A, we have to pass percentile and character. If you want containing A, then percentile this. And here is and condition. So here will come and salary in between the things. So we have to pass the two parameters. So for the salary in between, these are the two parameters. Then this is for the what, employee name like the character, and this is for what, in the department. So let me save this. Let's test this. So in the test runner, Control Alt down. Let's go here. Let me copy the name. Copy this. Paste here. Now first thing what we have to do, emp department in. So here we have to pass the list. So list of I want dev and business analyst BA, these two department, and employee name I want starting with, so we have to pass starting with the A. So I will pass A, this percentile wildcard. Now next is and salary in between. So I want the salary should be between 5,000 to 6,000. So 5,000 to 6,000. So let us save this. So what will be the query? So DV and BA or A percentile and 5,000 to 6,000. So what will happen? Other the employee should be in this department. Otherwise, these two, that is ending with the starting with the A, and the salary should be between 5,000 to 6,000, and that result record we will get. So let me save this. Control F11 for executing. Let us save. Let us see what will the record we will get. So Sam is in the dev department. So for that reason we are getting this. In the business analyst, so we are getting the dev and BA. So for this, what will the case? Let me see in the QA. So if I go here, I want this employee that is starting with the K. So let us save this. Control F11. So here we will get the dev and BA as we are passing the this department. So we will get all the employees that are present in dev and BA. But the next thing here, emp name like and the salary. So other than dev and BA, here we can see QA, and in the QA the name of employee Karan, which is having the salary 6,000. So this is the condition, next condition, that is the name is starting with K and the salary is between the 5,000 to 6,000. So that's for reason we are getting this record, and all the other records for what, that are in the department dev and BA. For that reason we are getting this. So this is the next find method. So let us see the next one. So this is the next one. Let's copy this, go here, below this will be the case. Now what is this find name, emp name here not like, means that will be not starting with or ending with specific character or not containing that character. Here we are using not like. Previously what we have used, that is ename like, but here will be not like. And emp salary in, so salary list we have to pass here, emp salary in, and order by ename in the ascending order. So this is very important. Here I want the employee name should be in the ascending order. So order by emp name in the ascending order. So how will be the query? So select star from emp tab where ename not like something here wildcard character we have to pass, right? And emp salary in the whatever the user will pass. In that case, in that salaries we should get, and emp salary in this, and order by ename in the ascending order ASC. So this will be the query generated by the dialect. Now let us test this. So let me copy this method name, go to the test runner. So Control Alt down, here we have to give paste here. So find emp name not like. Now I want here the name should not start with the yes. So I will give here yes percentile. Now next thing, and emp salary in. So I will give, we have to give here a list. So list of so salary should be in the 5,000 or 6,000 emp salary in, right? So this is the two thing we have to pass. Only this character whatever that should not start with this, and the next thing is emp salary should be in the 5,000 and 6,000 and order by emp name. Now what will happen here? We'll get the employee that's name is not starting with the yes, and here is a condition called and their salary should be in the 5,000 to 6,000 because we are passing the this. If you want the salary other case 7,000, 16,000 or whatever, that you can pass in the list. So I am taking here only two salaries. So these two condition will be satisfied, that is not starting with, and whatever the result come, in that result the employee name should be in the ascending order, should be in the ascending order we will get, because here we are using order by emp name in the ascending order. So now let us save this and let us execute this. Control F11 for executing. So here we can see there are only 3 employees whose name is not starting with the yes and who are having the salary in between 5,000 to 6,000, and you will find that these are in the order, that is B, K and P. These are in the ascending order. So if I go here, so first is Sam, it is starting with yes, so it will not come. Brock is having 6,000, you can see that Brock is there. Now next thing is John is having 7,000 salary, so it is not in the range. Smith, so Smith is having the salary in the, that is 5, but his name is starting with yes, so it, here what condition we have given, that is not like, so it should not start with the yes, so that's for reason this Smith is also cancelled. Now Angela is having the 16,000 salary, but that is not in our range, so it will not come. Ram is having 7,000, it will not come. 15,000 also not come. Karan having 6,000 salary and also its name not starting with yes, so for that reason we are getting the kernel record. We can see that 8 Karan is coming. Now next thing, after that Karan, you can see that Kunal is having 17,000 salary, which is above the 5,000, not in the 5,000 and 6,000. Parth is, you can see 5,000 is salary and its name not starting with yes, so for that reason we will get the Parth. And last 2 record we can see Ajay and Nikki, which is not having the salary between 5,000 and 6,000, for that reason we are not getting. So this is a way we can write the finder method. So we seen all these methods, you can practice that. So these are the abstract method declaration in our repository by following certain naming convention. Using this, we can perform only select operation we can perform. So what is the syntax? We have to give the return type and find by, then property name and condition, and we have to pass the parameters. So you can see these keywords, you can see this. If you want to use the or and, how can you use that? Or starting with, ending with, or containing, or in between, or exist, greater than, smaller than, is, equals, not, null. Here are many properties, and we have seen the some of the example. So I will give the link of this code in the description. From there you can practice this. So if you like this video, then you can hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And also I have created other videos on the Spring Boot, that also you can see that is on the how to create the REST API and in the Spring Boot web MVC, and also how to write the custom queries by using @query annotation. Also you can see that. I will give all the link of that videos in the description and the playlist in the description.